Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Portell and I'll be here to discuss the new mechanics that I've added for the game Battleship. Now the game does two things really well. It creates a very sensational and competitive feel for the game, but for the new mechanics that I've added, I wanted to create more of a challenging aesthetic to the game. So for the two mechanics that I've added, the first one being I've allowed the ability to move the units. So say you wanted to take the battleship and move it once to the left there, or take this cruiser ship, you would just move it to the right once. So you move the units in that way. And then for the different unit abilities, I allowed each different unit to have a different ability. So for this cruiser unit here, it's more of a scouting ability where you just call out C4 with these blue pieces, and every spot next to that spot the enemy has to call out if there's a ship there, providing information to the player. The battleship piece here has a more of an AoE effect. The two shot, so it can always hit two spots, and it can be up, to the right, down, to the left, always two spots. For this one here, it's more of just a single shot, so again, you could just have C7, and it'd just be that one shot. And then this submarine here is more of a stun. So it actually stuns, if you hit a ship, it'll stun that ship for 2 turns, not allowing them to use abilities. So this creates more of a challenge aesthetic in the fact that it adds a lot more mechanics that the players can use, trying to find information, trying to gather information on where ships are, being able to move your ships in a way to avoid attacks. And it creates a lot of different mechanics that players can use to try to sink the enemy ship. Alright, now to show a few turns would work with the new mechanics that I've added. So to start on our side here, our player decides that he wants to start with a scout attack. So he calls out D7 as a scout. He then notices that here on this side, at D8, marked at D7, there is a spot here at D8. So they mark here that there is a spot. Our unit decides to move up 1 to start his turn, and then moves into his action phase, where he then decides to use his blue piece and calls out a scout at B3. And you come over on this side, and you notice that there is no ship at B3. So the game would kind of continue in this way, in between using their abilities and whatnot to try and search for different units.